Hey guys, Christ169. I want to talk a quick video here about um, live services ruining the gaming experience and ruining games as we know it. Once again, like, subscribe, notifications, ring that bell. Hey guys, Christ169 here. I'm coming to you guys with power, Spectrum Internet, my cool game rig. I'm here, you're there. Let's get onto it. Now, like I said in the video, the first part of the video, talk about live gaming services or live services. And what's a live service, you might ask? Does that mean you're online all the time? Yes. Does it mean it has downloadable content coming on a regular basis? Yes. Is the game going to be fixed and patched later on? Yes. D, all the above. All these are what we call a live service. Where game is always online. Game is still getting stuff downloaded to it as the game goes on. Live service. And the game needs to be fixed because they'll give you a broken game and they'll promise to fix it later on. That's a live service. All three of those, four of those, require, checkmark as a live service. It doesn't matter if it's Halo Master Chief Collection took almost 3 years to finally get fully running, or Halo Infinite and they're meagering, dumping some updates out once in a while. Both games are considered a live service because both games require not just online to play, but they require you to download stuff to fix said game later on. And this is what we call a broken in promises, what I call broken promises. and being that as it may, broken promises come from the developer. But I don't blame the developer for the merry-go-round of cash they're making. I blame us for accepting said broken game. See, wrestling terms called marks. The wrestling term of a mark is somebody who is in depth and believes in the storyline of said wrestler. That's a mark. Smart marks are just people who know it's fake but still believe in it. Me, I love wrestling, but I'm not a mark or super mark. I know it's fake. I know it's all storyline choreographed. But I know jumping off a cage, landing on a table is not something that anybody can get up and do anytime. Okay? So I understand there's people, athletic people, and wrestlers today are pretty much fitness gurus and ex-basketball and football players. And a lot of them have a lot of fitness background. So a lot of them a lot of them coming in have that. So that's why I know it's a work, but it doesn't bother me because I still watch it. I know, and that's what me. But see, I'm not a mark. I don't believe in the storyline. Yeah, in the matches I get wild up for the matches, especially the good storyline. But see, I know they're all friends. I know this. That's what the difference between me and the rest of the marks and you guys out there who are wrestling fans too, who know that it's just a work, but you enjoy it because you enjoy the wrestling, the spectacle. And but there's the rest of marks out there that believe that everything in the wrestling ring is real, nothing is choreographed, nothing's fake. Those people are marks. Same with the gaming generation right now. There's a lot of marks out there in the gaming world that believe that they have to fix the game later on because the devs have to have all this time. No, they built the game for 3.5, 4 years. Halo Master Chief Collection was being created when the 360 was still in use, folks. There have been reports of people finding out that the Halo Master Chief Collection, a Master Chief or Halo Collection, they call it Master Chief, called Halo Collection, was being worked on for the next Xbox. That was already out. They knew that years and years before, way before. See, about 3 or 4 years before the Xbox One even was announced or even launched. So to tell me that the devs didn't have time is complete bullshit. It's just another one of you fanboys bending over, spreading your ass cheeks, wanting them to come ram their rod in there. That's all it is. You don't give a damn about the fact that you're making everybody else look like a bunch of idiots too. And that's really what the game with live service is. Not ramming your butt cheeks, but I'm saying, not ramming your butt cheeks, but I'm saying promise you the moon and slowly giving you over time. Because they realize, look at Apex Legends. Look at Apex Legends. Look at, we'll say Warzone is dead right now, but Apex Legends and Fortnite and PUBG to a certain extent. But let's go with Apex Legends and Fortnite, two of the most popular games. They're free to play games, but they require you to buy stuff to get the best loot, best weapons, best skin, best stuff. You pay them money, Activision, EA. I think Fortnite's owned by somebody. I don't know who it's owned by now. I don't even care. But Fortnite, Apex Legends, prime example. I paid $30 to get in Apex Legends. Am I a mark? No, I just bought it because I knew I bought it and I could have some fun with it. I don't play it all the time. I don't plan on playing it all the time. But those games require you to play all the time. It require you to farm, if you will, and work at it. It is a full-time job. Like I said before, gaming is not a cheap thing to get into. It's very expensive. It's very expensive because you have to understand that the game industry is not there to be your friend. They're about making money. Making money and doing stuff like that. And making the same game over again. If they create a game like The Witcher 3, it was a live service for the longest time. It got updates for the game 3-4 years after the game was already out. Because people wanted to play it. So they, you know what, we could milk this. And people started paying for it. Now they're paying $60 for the complete edition of a game you can get at Steam probably for $20 without all that crap and add it as you go along. Or pay $50-$60 for everything right now. See, The Witcher 3 is making tons of money still to this day. It's a single player game, but it's making tons of money. Elder Scrolls Online, you can get free on Game Pass. You buy it on, I think you can get it free on Steam or buy it on Steam. Either way, you're gonna get it, and you can buy all expansions. Look at World of Warcraft, free online technically. A $10 fee, but now going to Game Pass, Activision going to Game Pass. I mean, Microsoft, it could be, a free game, or they'll probably keep it as $10, or they might increase Game Pass $10 more, just to cover. But then again, this is what I'm talking about. Live services don't die; they keep getting re-milked because they know that people are going to run out there and go buy and want to play that Apex Legends. I don't want Apex Legends to World of Warcraft. Two different game genres. I get that. Hear me out on that, though. Hear me out. The point being is, though, both of them are live services, and they require you to pump money into it. But see, unlike Apex Legends, World of Warcraft's been doing it for a long time. They've been giving you crap, pumping money, $10 here, $10 here, $50 for expansion, this, that, and the other. You've been feeding the war machine called live service for a lot of you for almost 20 years. I say it again, a lot of you have been feeding the war machine for 20 years. The World of Warcraft live service has been around for many years. At least almost 2 decades now. And it was small. It was people had fun with it. Now it's a global empire where people have clans, they have chapters, they have all this stuff. People meet up, World of Warcraft, stuff, and it's almost like Dungeons and Dragons and Pokemon. People literally have discussions in groups and coffee shops about this stuff. And it's fine. But the difference between Pokemon and World of Warcraft is Pokemon you can play card games. World of Warcraft you play online. Now maybe you could play a card game, maybe, but I don't know for sure they'll do that. But I'm saying, it's just a live service means you're pumping endless amounts of money into it. And going back to what Destiny was, a promised MMO game, 10 years making, 10 years, decade, 10 years. Yeah, it lasted how long? 5 years, 6 years, and they came out with Destiny 2. Because Destiny 1 was losing luster. The train was stalling out. The gravy was empty. Oh, in our train, pour more gravy in there. People are like, yeah. I like gravy turkey. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna run after a train. Well, I can promise the game. No. I bought games like Battlefield 2042. No one's a mess. Halo Infinite Collection. I bought. No one's a mess. I bought it because I'm an idiot, and I get that. I'm not a mark. I'm just an idiot. Big difference. A mark is somebody believing something's going to change. Me buying something not going to change, but buy it anyway. That's an idiot. But the point of view, though, the point is this, though, guys. The point is this. We have a problem here. Gaming is no longer being played. Like Starfield, prime example of Starfield. Oh, it's an online only game. It's single player only. I guarantee you, if you disconnected your Game Pass from Starfield, it wouldn't work. If you disconnected Steam, it may not work because the game is pretty much paid for and brought to you by Microsoft, and they have a restriction where your games have to be, they have to read your code for you to play that game. That's a live service. A lot of single player games you play out there, online only, meaning they require an internet connection to play. So technically, it's a live service. So Starfield is single player, but it's a live service. They gotta fix a lot of the optimization bugs that I talked about yesterday and the day before that. So to say that Starfield is not a live service is silly. It's like me going outside and saying that the grass ain't green and the sky is not blue. That's almost heresy. That's heresy in some circles. And you get tied to a stake, lit on fire for that in some circles. Because that's how people know they're not stupid. They know what they're talking about. And to say that that is not what it is silly. So to tell me that this game is not, this service is not live service, and people are defending this. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 crew is still morphing fanboy rangers, and they're calling their fanboys over and firebomb your house, and you're running your live stream at your house on fire. These people don't care, because they believe their marks. They're fanboy marks. They believe in the lies that Activision, now Microsoft, Activision has sold them. But they sold themselves in the belief that Call of Duty is going to be different every year and the exact same game every single year, doesn't change. Vanguard was stupid. Cold War was pretty decent. I like Cold War, but I liked Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 1 and 2. Why? Because it was simplistic and it was actually a game attached to all this nonsense. Okay, and they didn't have tons of weapon wheel crap and other garbage and spin the wheel, make the deal kind of crap. They actually had gameplay. You actually had to be good and actually work on it. With some skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty 4, the game would have died out way before then. Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4 were two games you had to be good. Yeah, people spin, troll, no scope, and do all that crap, but those people had to have lives anyway to begin with. And those people now are the same people playing the games right now. 20 hours a day, living in mommy's basement. 10, 15 years later. Because that's all they know. You get the blind truth. You get a November Hotel, who video I watched about 2 hours ago about the decline of gaming and the live service is ruining games. Both these guys are pretty much young, except Blind Truth's probably pretty old, but I know November Hotel is playing games in the early 2000s. I'm 41. I'm playing games since I was born in 81, playing games around 85, 87. So when I was 4 to 6 years old at that time frame, I was playing games, not knowing what I was doing. But when I came probably around 88, 89, became more understanding what games I'm playing. I started playing those games and enjoying them. So I remember a time buying a game, or getting a game Christmas, Super Mario Brothers 2, whatever it was, and knowing that my parents didn't know they had to buy a game 40% more later on. The game popped it in the NES, and it worked or not. It did work. You did it, and you play the game. If not, father had to fix it. My father did fix it, and we were kids. We're crying, freaking out. We're kids. We were scrubs. We didn't know anything about how technology broke. We didn't know all that stuff. We were kids. You think it's putting on it lasts forever. But when you get older, you realize that stuff. But, and very big but here. But you realize at an early age, and in adulthood, that the games of yesterday I used to play, may blame Truth used to play, may not much November Hotel. A lot of you guys who are in your mid 30s or late 30s and early 40s like me, I'll be 42 in November 3rd. We understand gaming came in cartridges or even game packs on the 2600. I'm way young for that, but I remember it vividly. Games being complete. not having to go to the store and buy an extra pack to finish it. But you kids, they don't understand all this. Don't understand how you're injecting the poison, into the water supply that's games, and drinking the poison too. You're injecting the same poison of microtransactions and live services and fix it later on, into the water sources that you're drinking. You're poisoning yourselves, and A, you don't care, or B, you think it's just not going to hurt you. In the end, you're paying $70 for games that are not working. How many of you paid $70 for Starfield? You can get it on Game Pass for $17 or $44 every 3 months, like I pay. How many? How many of you rushed out there to go buy it on hard or pay it on Steam for $70? How many? Half of you? All of you? A quarter of you? If more than a third of you paid for it, $70, you are the marks. Well, I want a physical copy. Listen, live service games don't care. Look at Anthem. Anthem is online only, and that game went dead in the water. Half the gameplay is cutscenes that you cannot play. It's fetching quests and shooting stupid damn bugs. Gee whiz. That's fun. No, it's not. Half the developers didn't know what the hell they were making until their presentation they went to, and found out what the hell they were making. A game that was like, okay, you're making this? So they're so far along, they had to cancel most of the game they were far along in. This is the point, guys, I'm trying to make to you guys. That not everything should be a live service. Not every game should be wrung out the wrunger for every precious nickel and dime that the companies can get. Promise you Anthem 10 years, Halo 10 years, Halo Infinite 10 years, and Destiny 10 years, Destiny 2 10 years. The only reason why Destiny 2 is doing so well because it's free to play. Yes, you pay for more stuff later on, but it's free to play. How many people are starting brand new with Apex Legends? A lot of people are not. A lot of people are whipping out the credit card and paying it so they can get a little extra loot, to have a little fighting chance. I paid for it about a year and a half ago. I don't care about the seasons. I don't care. I like Battlefield seasons. I like Battlefield Season 6 coming up soon. I'm not a mark. I love Battlefield games. They're fun to go crash planes into tanks and stuff and jump out of it and total chaos. I enjoy that part of gameplay. I don't like having my face imploded while I'm trying to load the loading screen. Or having my character sitting outside of a chopper like this, sitting in a chopper or sitting outside a chopper. I ain't like that either. Or you kill somebody and they're having a seizure or an exorcist and you come save them because they're flopping around the game. Those shouldn't happen, guys, in these kind of games. These games got multi-million-dollar budgets and yet they're giving us turds. Hey, Call of Duty and Battlefield are, to me, are the biggest game franchises out there. And both of them took direct hits. Now, granted, 100,000 people are still playing Call of Duty. It's better than Battlefield. You failed to understand that you lost 400,000 players, though. 80% of your fan base left and went somewhere else. What does matter? So number one. And people just don't get it. People don't understand why I look at them and shake my head. And that's sad, because we live in a world where people are stupid. The gamer is no longer marching against Microsoft and saying we don't want DRM. They're bending over going, I have another governor. We're out the brown eye. They're whoring themselves for that extra pack they can get in Halo Infinite. Or they can get a quick hit on Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2 and get a hit, or Modern Warfare 3 and hopefully get UAV or whatever. People are okay with that because gamers have grown accustomed to having everything shoved up their ass, or shoved down their mouths, or in most cases both ends, because they're accustomed to that. They're accustomed to have brown eye being destroyed and their throat being destroyed because they're so used to it. Now they don't even know how to, react anymore in any kind of civilized manner. Like Starfield. People say, "Oh, Starfield don't work." Oh, you must be a Sony fanboy. Can't play it. And people say, "I play on a gaming rig that has good specs, and this game's not running very well." Then they start calling you a fanboy of Sony. I don't have a PlayStation. Haven't had one since 2020. People don't know how to argue or talk, so they argue with people. I think it's really sad, folks, that the live service in gaming has divided us so much, and it's bad because live service has destroyed communication in gaming. You can't communicate anymore. You have to yell and throw stuff. Act like you know. Act like you know. Act like evil Democrats or evil Republicans. You gotta start throwing stuff at each other instead of actually shaking hands and talking it out. So yeah, you like the service, but this was happening to it, and explain your idea. And your idea, well, I don't mind having an idea. I know it sucks, but I like having them still work the game because it means the game's going to be working still. That's a good argument, but the game should work day one. And games like Apex Legends that being pumped out new seasons of new seasons and new seasons, and all they're doing is milking people left and right. Warzone is practically making pay to win in Modern Warfare 3. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has pay to win too. You can get a certain UAV if you buy get certain gear. You carry your gear over from Modern Warfare 2. Well, how many people have those extra perks for UAVs and stuff like that? How many that didn't deactivate it or didn't or bought it when legally or whatever the hell happened? Because there's cases that are happening. And they get this perks that gives them, a UAV. They see everybody on the screen. And you're Johnny. I have a job full time, trying to have a good time. You're getting shot and killed by 10 people because they have this so-called perk. You don't have a credit card reader on your damn gaming rig or your Xbox, PlayStation, so you don't want to pay for it. So you get shot and murdered. So you stop playing the game because it's unfair advantage. Yeah, I understand. I pay for Apex Legends, but I am not an Apex master. I think I'm level 7 or 10. I don't even know what I am anymore. I don't even care. I play it when I'm waiting to play other games because I just like having fun. It's a fun experience and I enjoy it. But I'm not gonna lose my mind over it and freak out, and lose my mind over this game or any other game for that matter. Live services are very hard to maintain because once 80% of your fan base leaves, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo Master Chief Collection, probably better off than Halo Infinite. But for example, those games, Apex Legends, has people come back. Warzone, people lost a lot of respect for. Once you get the people gone and lose enough people, you gotta keep charging more money to keep money coming in because people get afraid and they panic and they go out there and they go grab it with both hands, take money and throw it at Activision or EA, not thinking that, oh my God, this game's gonna be forever. This game is not important, but they want to get, they've been sick for a couple weeks or they've been off for a month or two because of whatever reason. So they run out there grabbing both hands. Here you go, Activision, here's the money, and throw it at them. Or here's your money, EA, and throw it at them. Have credit card reader installed on a PC and they start swiping. Or a certain chip or tap. You can tap too as well. Because they want to get the latest stuff so they can keep up with little Johnny No Thumb down the street. Because Johnny had no life down the street. Because Johnny's in high school or middle school or whatever. And he's home all the time. And you got a full-time job, full-time gig, family. And you want to play, you want to roll like Johnny. You can't do that. You can't get back to level. You've been off for six weeks. Come back and little Johnny on the street is like a level 25 and you're like a level 10 because you've been gone. You have family issues, family problems. Now you have to grind to get back up to level 25 or whatever hell you're going to. And you're getting murdered by everybody who little Johnny's out there playing. And you're getting murdered and you're turning to Swiss cheese and you're like, hell with this. And then you give up for a year, come back and you're even worse off than you were before. But you start paying more money. Because you want to get the best gear, you want to get the best stuff, you want to have a chance, and it doesn't guarantee you because yes, you pay money, but that means you get a UAV first or you get this first or whatever ever first that you're going to have it. They probably have a bunch of them too, because they've been grinding and paying as they go along, and playing. So then they might have 5 or 6 UAVs that they got tucked away, and you got one of them. You see them, but they see you 5 times because all they gotta do is launch UAV, launch UAV, launch UAV. It's the best thing in Warzone. That does happen, folks. I mean, live services, are a bane of gaming existence. And I understand we all have to be almost hooked into them now. Like Cyberpunk, we're all being hooked into them. Because they're everywhere. And you can't get away with it. And you can't run from it. And you can't hide from it. You're stuck. Now, we made this bed, folks. We all have to line it. Is gaming dead? Gaming, we know it died a long time ago. Long live, I guess, gaming services, because that's what we're going to have. You're going to have apps, you're going to have game services as far as the eye can see. You're going to have different apps to download your PC, or different games you're going to buy and pay money for if you're a console gamer. Because you're going to be paying $70 for a broken game that gets fixed maybe in 6 months or maybe 3 years from now. Because we're all marks, we're all stupid. All of us had bought into this, including myself. We're all marks. We think we're smart, but we're not. Once you buy a $60, $70 game that you can get for Game Pass for nothing, if you want the latest edition of gear you can buy and Game Pass, buy on Steam separately, probably cheaper during the fall sales, you're a tool, a mark, and you're just, and the companies are just doing this. Licking their chops, rubbing their fingers, because they know people are going to buy this. They know people are going to buy the game and the DLC at $70. They know this. They know the marketer will run out there and go, here's my money. Take my money and throw it at somebody. That's what the people do. They live their lives wanting to spend money. Especially their parents' money and not their money. In most cases, their own money too. They'll blow it on stupid crap that has nothing to do with the fact that they have to level up to 20th prestige in Call of Duty, or be the best in Warzone, or be the top person, the MVP over in Apex Legends. But you missed 3 weeks of games because you got grounded, or you had to work overtime, you're so tired or whatever. And Johnny on the street has already been grinding for 3 weeks, mastering spin trolls and no scopes. You go in the game, boom, you're killed by Johnny constantly, and you leave the game for another 6 weeks. Because now you're frustrated that you fall so far behind. Or you can pay this much money and get this cap, which boosts you up. Cha-ching, and there you go. You're still the same person you were 6 weeks ago. It's just now you paid for stuff that you couldn't get. Well, I think battle passes are bad, but battle passes like on Battlefield to me are interesting because it mostly has cosmetic XP. I love getting double XP because to me it's fun to have because it actually makes the game fun. Because I hand out mechs and hand out ammo and revive people, so I get a lot of XP. I'm not really a great shooter. I just like to drive around, also try to help people up and do support stuff. So that's what I do. I'm a different kind of player. I don't do it for glory. I do it because it's fun. It's part of the game. It's teamwork, right? So, but I think with gaming, we all pay the money. I paid credits for buying all the XP. I think it was tier 4. Yeah, it was silly. But I had the Steam money. It's my money. I burned it. Yeah, but then again, though, I did not help anybody else. I hurt people next to me who can't afford it because now EA, Activision wants that extra money. Oh, we can get more money out of this person because this guy bought it. See? We all do it. Subconsciously, we don't think about it. We say, oh, I'll buy this. It's just how it is. Well, guys, this is my video here. I hope you guys like my video. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on, ring that bell. We know when my videos come out. I'm uploading this one right now. It's almost 3 o'clock. I won't make another video probably next week. I got a sound machine that my sister bought me. I'm gonna review that probably next week. Something that I got. I review a lot of stuff. So she bought it for me because I help sleeping with sound. But yeah, I'll let you guys know about it when it comes available. You guys know. I might do a live stream on that one maybe. I don't know for sure. But catch you guys later. Peace out.